Hello and welcome. My name is DYC89 and I present to you Quartet of Hearts. This is a visual novel made in Rempi, although I guess I should technically be saying a otome game. At least that's what they say. Uh, uh, it's a dating game. I'll just leave it like that. However, I'm gonna leave the game playing, but I do want to keep this video short because I just want to like record some progress and also give an update to my social media accounts on where the heck I've been, and this is basically what I've been doing. But I have to mention this at the right now, and I'm also gonna put it in the video game as I keep making more updates. Whoops, let me put. So this video game is made in collaboration with my best friend. Her name is Pui, or her username. I'm just gonna go with that. And my girlfriend's. All of us have been writing stories together for about 10 years. So this means that we all have a lot of original characters. Uh, so it's always been like my personal dream as well to make a video game with my characters and with a story that I've been thinking about for a long time. However, I think, and I think I saw this in Extra Credits, which is a YouTube channel where they explain to you how to be like a video game designer. And one of the things that like stick to me when watching the videos is that if you're gonna start making a project, do not make it your dream project, like the project you've been thinking about for years, because it's very unlikely that they'll take off. It's going to flop, and you're going to feel massively disheartened. And I noticed that happened to me as well. I started to write down the what we all kind of consider the canon universe of our characters. But as I started writing that, something started to like not hit the points that we wanted. Even I myself noticed that, and I stopped writing that. Also, I don't know why I posted in divine art of all places. As we all know, that's a very difficult place to get things started on. So I decided to, okay, maybe I'll take this in a different way, and I'm doing this, the a visual novel. Now, a part of like this canon universe that we have, there's like this extra like side story that we have, and for the sake of this video, I'm just going to refer to it as the Harvest Moon, our alternative universe, which is what you're seeing now. So in this one is where we just have fun with the original characters. However, their personalities or the way that they react to is sticking in part with the canon universe. For example, my character, which is the purple fella that you saw at the beginning, his name is this, and he has his own type of problems. However, he is very optimistic and is always willing to help people. And this is seen through him helping the player avatar, which in actuality is the main original character of my friend Pui. Tester over here, as you're seeing now. That is their main character. However, for the sake of this being a video game, instead of having just going with their name, I'm allowing the player to put whatever name they want so that they have some player agency. And this goes well with this type of like video game because that way the player can interact with the characters with the available options that would fit to how they would like. But I'm also going to include like canon option or the correct path when it comes to the actual player avatar. An example like this is basically Link. Although you can give Link your name or any name you want, uh, by the end of the whole lore, it's not you. It's still Link. However, they like keep that tradition because they still want people to become immersive with the story by imagining that it's actually you in Link's like boots and going on this adventure. Nowadays, because of how more complex like a story is, that just begins to make less sense, and you either have to actually create a character that interacts with the world, like Final Fantasy 14 and things like that, or just be a character that you give your name. Sorry, I completely lost where I was going with that. But one thing I also want to mention is that you'll probably notice the very bad quality of these images of these background. And the reason behind that is because all of this is just work in progress. And Rampy allows me to change the images to something better at any moment. Right now, the background looks bad, but with one small, like, and very quick modification, I can make it look better. And that's awesome. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the story of this video, is that these characters are I forgot about that. There's a special scene that's supposed to be there. I even put it in the bottom. We'll add later. This scene is supposed to have my other main character, which is Jake, interacting with the player avatar, which right now I named Tester. Anyways, going off topic. So all of these images are bad. Nothing is final because I'm changing it. But what is important is what they're saying. Right now, I decide to go with this cutscene because it's two of my characters. So I already know how they're supposed to interact, how they're supposed to speak, and how they're, what their ultimate goal is. But I'm gonna be involving a lot of characters that are not mine. So as I'm programming their dialogue and what they're saying, while also keeping in mind that this is indeed a video game, and I do want both the player to get immersive with the story, with player agency, like the choices they want to pick, but also to make sure that the characters that I'm portraying, which are not mine, to act and respond as both Pui and my girlfriend envision them to react. For example, I guess TLDR is that I don't want to write their characters sound so out of character. For example, my purple dragon over here, Diz, he's a friendly character. Uh, let's imagine my friend Pui writes my friendly character as someone very aggressive. Like he all of a sudden he becomes Doom guy for no reason and he starts killing everyone, and he's having fun doing it. That is out of character, and I would not like it if like me reading that, like my character being portrayed like that. I wouldn't mind if it's if it's an alternative option, like just something that's like not supposed to happen, just maybe like a nightmare. But to actually have a full story of my character acting in a way that I know he's not supposed to, uh, is where that's bad. I don't want that to happen. So same here. So I'm taking this slowly because I'm letting them read what I'm writing and see if that matches with how they interpreted the characters. They're also like placing their trust in me, and hopefully that I write the characters as they envision them. Eva here, for example, is my girlfriend's main original character, while Tester here is Pui's original character. So the way that they interact, in a way, is nodding to how they actually react in the stories. So that's I'm having fun doing this as well. So and my time's almost up. I just wanted to bring this up because it is what I'm working on. I just want to add a little extra video on my channel because it's been a while. All right, so I think I talked long enough. So I guess TLDR. This is a story with three people who we all share original characters with, and this is mostly for fun. But a lot of these include one OC dating with another OC, and this is what you get. It's mostly for fun, but at the same time, we do want to like a subtle hint of introducing people to the actual like canon story or the lore of the world that we're trying to make. Because it this takes a spin on it to introduce the characters and their personalities, but it'll make more like it's gonna be like an introduction to the actual like full-fledged story. And as I mentioned before, this is just for me to get the concept out there. Kind of like one where he had these bad drawings of One Punch Man, but because he kept doing them, he kept presenting them to the world. It's like people started liking it. Maybe their artistic side wasn't good, but their writing and their presenting of the story was good enough to get traction, to get people to notice him, and eventually became the phenomenon that was One Punch Man. So I think I should, I think that's the next step I need to do, like to do the same thing, present this content that I have, and hopefully something will come from it. Now, I this is relatively just a simple dating game. I don't think it'll be too long per se for anyone to play through it. Um, Thankfully, Rempri has a lot of options that let you skip things that you've already seen, and then it stops. It doesn't allow you to skip. If you start seeing or reading content that you haven't read before, and I find that to be very like that's amazing, and I like that. So for now, I'm just gonna keep doing videos like these. We're almost at the end of how far I've written so far. Obviously, in these type of games, well, there's a lot more content depending on which option you select. So this this whole story may have cleared it in just 15 minutes, but if you start going back to other options, you'll get different results. And I think this is a good place to end the video on. I have a lot more things to say, but sometimes I go into like a rant and I start talking about personal things, and I don't think that's interesting. So I'm gonna keep working on this game. Hopefully, I can start adding not crappy backgrounds, so I can actually have like recording myself playing through it and seeing how it goes. But overall, this is how it is. I'm almost tempted to make an Animal Crossing dating game. Because as you notice, I'm using Animal Crossing pictures for the player avatar, which in this video was called Tester. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just gonna stop here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep uploading uh, more videos as time goes on regarding this game. But until then, thank you all for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like or a comment or subscribe if you want to. Smash that like button. And until next time, take care and have fun playing. Lates.